CGI movie.
Right.
And the CGI movie leads into the series.
Right.
And that branches off the video game. And everybody will wonder what happens when it looks live. So,
Right.
and we have to do it that way as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you got your ducks in a row here.
I'm trying day by day.
Okay. So you're looking at when you do it as a series on TV. You're talking about bringing it, since you've already pitched it to cable TV, whatnot, and that's you looked at any tentative actors, anything as far as putting together a cast for your show.
Yes. Wow. Oh, we have like a whole streamline of talent that's coming on board and love the concept and the story. We've been talking to Andy Garcia. We've been talking to Lance Reddick from Fringe. I don't know if you watched that show.
Yes, sir.
Your sci-fi. Well, you know the main guy, the boss.
Yes.
Gonna be in. We talked to Brian White. Being in the show, we talked to people that I love and every anime and do voiceover. So it's about actors in one swoop.
Okay. Well, I just want to like walk by on the screen, and that was it. So long as I can walk by on the screen, throw my thumb up, peace, I'm out.
Then be like, give a shout out to Ray Ray.
Yeah.
And Boot.
And Pookie and all them. My sister was nicknamed Pookie, by the way. She probably don't want to hear me saying that on the air, but I just said it's too late. Mr. Ware, are you there? Hello, Mr. Ware. Mr. Ware. I think we have lost you. Have we lost you? Okay. Let me give him a call back. I think we lost him there in the middle of the conversation. By the way, I'm sorry to my sister. I said your nickname that you didn't want heard. Huh. All right. We're trying to get Mr. Ware back on the phone here.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
All right. Glad to have you back, sir. Now, I know you've written books. How many books have you written?
Right now I just written actually one to start. I've written a book on screenplay writing. That's available on Amazon.com.
Okay.
It's called Beyond the Pages, Volume 1. It's the guide to screenplay writing. It's like a screenwriter's course that I created that teaches you not only how to write a script, it teaches you the business behind it.
Okay.
And how to pitch as well.
Yeah, those are very important things, because I think a lot of people think it's sort of like the music business, like I'll just come up and I'll say a rhyme and I'll get signed. They don't understand the business part of it.
Exactly. It's not writing a script, believe me, they think it's easy, but it takes a lot of creativity, focus, and a lot of patience. It's like birthing a child.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that.
Sending your child out into the world,
yeah,
and you get stomped on with combat boots.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is.
Oh, all right.
Because if you're a screenplay writer, you actually sell your script. That's your job. Write it,
Right.
sell it. Unless you're a director or producer like myself, but if you're just basically straight screenplay writer, you sell it, and you just pray to God that whoever buys it has the same vision as you.
Yeah.
You don't want to write a horror movie and you look up and it's an animation or sci-fi. You're like, that's not what I wrote, but you don't sell it, so you sold the rights to it.
Right.
There's a good side and a bad side to it.
Yeah. Well, so have you had any experiences along that way on something that you've done and it didn't quite come out the way you expected it to?
Well, a while back when I was starting a screenplay writing and I was pitching it to producers, I always got to think, well, that would be great if it was this. Or can you not put this in it? Because when I started, I was a teleplay writer, like writing for TV. But then you have so many rules what you can't do on TV that you can do in film, where you can't kill as many people, can't show as much blood, can't show that much nudity.
What? No nudity on regular TV?
Yeah, man, you can't do that.
Damn. All right. I don't knew there was a reason why I don't watch regular TV.
So I went from teleplay writing to screenplay writing to have a little more freedom. Just a little more. And I got to thinking, if I sell my script, would they love it as much as I love creating it? Probably not. So that's why I became a producer myself. And, you know, there's tons of producers out there. That's why I'm building my studio. Segue to the studio. And that's why I'm building the studio, because there's so many talented artists and filmmakers out there that don't have a chance in LA or New York because they're so picky. But my studio is based for the indie people.
Okay. So as far as your studio goes, what exactly constitutes your studio, and for people out there listening, how would they be able to get in contact with you and get involved?
What they have to, well, what my studio is a one-stop shop. Well, where in Georgia is usually where you have to go to about 5 different places to make one movie. Where you got to go one place to get your production offices, you got one place to get your sound station, another place to do your editing. You know, but not everything. Those big boys out there, they don't have exactly everything. My studio will.
Okay.
You'll never have to leave under the roof unless you shoot in an exterior scene. And even then, we got that too.
All right. So we want to catch up to Travis Ware at Silverware Studios. Where will we catch you?
Well, the website is silverwarestudios.org. And you can catch me by email at silverwarestudios@gmail.com.
All right. You know, I just wrote a script like 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna ship that to you.
Yeah, I'm literally agent.
Yeah, don't put me on your spam list. I don't want you complaining about my 300 scripts I done sent you.
Now, how do I block this number?
All right. Well, hey, I definitely was interested in your project when I first ran across it. I look forward to when you put it out, and keep me abreast, man. I mean, of course, I'm I'm gonna submit a script every 26 hours. So in between me submitting scripts and you deleting them. Feel free to come on, and if you want to holler, you got something going on. You can come here anytime and make your announcement, sir.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
And don't forget, I got my good side and my bad side, and I am definitely willing to be an extra and walk by on my good side.
Okay, you just walk backwards and stay on that side.
Yeah, I want to be like the guy that was on Dave Chappelle, where he just did the electric boogaloo, pop lock, whatnot. I'll just walk by and, I'll make it up as I go.
You went back, man. Oh my God.
Hey,
That almost like breaking.
Hey, well, I can't do that crump dancing. That's way too hard.
Crump, I crap out.
Yeah. Hey, I fall out watching them do it.
And so do they.
Yeah, exactly. Well, one more time, tell us where we can catch up to Travis Ware.
That is civilwarestudios@gmail.com. And the Wind and Fire website is windandfiretvshow.wetpaint.com.
Uh-oh. Are y'all ready? Wind and Fire. On that note, thank you, sir, for coming on the show. And once again, don't be a stranger. You got something happening, holler at me. I'm just a touch away. All right.